What to do with the business is, people? It's your boy That Way with Jack Travis. Jack Travis to be precise, man. You know how we do. You know how we doing it. Back in this thing again. You understand me, man? Back in the building, man. I've been away for about a week, man. If you must know, you dig. I got some pursuits out here in the medical industry, man, and I'm trying to attain some higher levels. You know what I'm saying? So it's been taking a lot of my time. So I've been away from my little production studio for a minute, but I'm back, man. I'm back with another video right about now. Before we get going, man, as always, if you like what I'm doing over here, like and subscribe, get me in that algorithm, and we're going to go accordingly. All right, before we get going, man, I want to send out a shout out, man, to this big time YouTuber, man, lead attorney. You all might know of him. He's a big time YouTuber, like I said. Cuz is really kind of like a good part of the inspiration when I started back up here a while. Like I really started my podcast about 5 years ago, man. But for whatever reasons, I didn't continue on. I had a thought of getting it back going when COVID was in, but here lately, as in maybe like the last year or so, when the idea got back around and my time was freeing up, I ran across Lead Attorney's channel, man. He covers a lot of legal issues, court cases out here. He been doing big numbers on the YSL, the Young Thug deal, Woody, and all of them. And I saw a video from Cuz the other day, man. And it was wild, man. It really threw me for a loop. I ain't gonna hold you. Those of you may have seen it. He's a very popular guy, man. And bro's been on here like 3 years, and he showed his pay statements, and he was doing really well as far as YouTube. So then, I figured like, it was just more motivation to go ahead and go forward, just thing and stick to it. But he put a video out the other day, man, detailing his bout with cancer, bro. And I would just like to say fuck cancer at the top, but he doesn't even have like, I don't know if there's a regular kind of cancer before I make such a misstep. But he's got a form of bone cancer that's incurable, man. And it was such a sad video, bro. Like 5 hours long. I watched every second of it. And dude is 47 years old. I'm not far from that age. You understand what I'm saying? So just to see, and he's like the picture of physical fitness. You know what I'm saying? Dude, 6'3", 200 plus or what have you. You know what I'm saying? Always in shape. So he's never drunk, never smoked. Always worked out. I heard him say he took creatine for like the last 25 years though. And it just made me wonder, you know what I'm saying? Did he throw that in there, as an aside to be like, giving consideration to it? But at the end of the day, man, and then he said that those people sat in his face and told him, and I guess it's their job, that he he may have like 5 years to live, man. And but just putting yourself in the shoes of someone that has to hear that kind of news, bro, it really touched me. You dig what I'm saying? So shout out to Lead, man. It was just horrible to watch, man. But I nowhere close to the feeling that that man has experienced. He's the one actually going through it. So again, shout out to Lead Attorney, man. Anybody that knows about bro, go by his page and send your shouts outs. But yeah, man, I just wanted to throw that out there before I get into this video. And partly because, like the guy, Woody, everybody knows Woody. You know what I'm saying? Woody's made a name for himself coming off of the Young Thug trial. All his antics up on the stage. He's like the star witnesses of star witnesses. You dig? I got a feeling Thug is coming home, but Woody get on the stand and tell you, look, I don't give a damn what you asking me. I'm going to tell you what I think you want to hear. And I'm going to tell you some more extra shit. If that means that I'm going to get out of these cuffs and come home, I'm going to tell you whatever. And I ain't ashamed to tell you that I'm telling you whatever and telling the courts and the world at large that I'll tell them whatever. Now, apparently it doesn't bode. I mean, I can't say that it's against him, striking against him, because, Woody seems to be having motion out here, man, not having any trouble out these streets. And not that I'm advocating for it. I'm just pointing out, what seems to be the case. But Woody became well known, and because of the case, and from my opinion or from my perspective, through me watching Lead Attorney. Now, here lately, Woody and by far the biggest clout chaser that we've ever seen on these here Sony interwebs, linked up. That would be Charleston Williams White, right? They linked up a couple weeks ago, and of course, they was on their big boss shit. We done figured out the algorithm. You dig what I'm saying? We get money out here. Fuck the world. You know what I'm saying? We sat down to have a little back and forth. In true Charleston White fashion, him and Woody are now beefing, or at least he's beefing with Woody. You know what I'm saying? Now, I've got a separate video that I plan to make to break down that situation, exactly what went on, and why Charleston White is now in his clout bag. But that's what he does, man. But this Charleston White is an interesting individual. I've never liked anything that he puts out. I look at him as the analogy of broken clock is right twice a day, right? A lot of people out here just, and there's a lot of stupid people in the world, man. There's a lot of people on the internet, and people are easily influenced, and the type of people they follow is just, it never ceases to amaze me. You understand? But they're quick to say that Charleston White is, damn near like a savant. He's saying such prolific things, and I will say and will always say, Charleston White isn't having an opinion on anything that a person of the culture doesn't know about. He's not saying anything that we hadn't said. It's just that he has a platform of being semi-famous, so a lot more people hear him say it, as opposed to, I guess, people they run across in general life or what have you, at least on the frequency. Every time they see him, he's talking that shit. So you thinking like he's a poor righteous teacher, like he really for the culture, man. Everywhere I see him, he's advocating. But Charleston White is a character. His character is Rat Williams. This video is going to illustrate exactly who that person is. So I thought it was a poignant pleasure when I ran across this video, because I was doing research for the Charleston and Woody episode I was going to put together, and the algorithm shot me this gem. Now, this is going to be a perfect example of beware your leaders, man. And he's not a leader in any way, shape, form, or fashion. He would like to fashion himself as one, and there's certain people out here that thinks that he should attain that level of reverie. But alas, we know who to follow in the culture. The culture, we really don't follow in particular just individuals. You understand what I'm saying? It's more like a thought process. And really, Nipsey Hussle put it plainly, and he put it greatly. Circle got small, everybody can't go. Now, each one teach one. We all need, there's a strength in numbers, all this, that, and the third. But I think one of the ways you'll drown yourself is trying to rescue everybody. You know what I'm saying? Some people are just going to keep struggling and take you under. Some people not even going to want to swim. Some people going to be afraid. It's all type of things that goes into it. You understand what I'm saying? But that's kind of my little dissertation. So we're going to get ready to get into this video, man. This video is from a little while back. And it shows Charleston White in a position that, and just his, the beginning of how he got in the situation is funny enough. But his antics and actions and conversation pieces, as this video goes, man, it's just a stark illustration of who this guy is. So without further ado, people, we're going to jump into this video. Let's make it happen, captains. Now, this is my new setup, so if we get some little hitches and snitches and snares and things, this is my new little going live setup type of deal. But it's kind of a test run all in the same. But here we go.
It's Charleston White.
In October 2022, local officers received a call regarding a man who had been passed out at a traffic light for approximately 45 minutes. Reports indicated that the man may have been unconscious. The suspect in question was identified as Charleston White, a local community activist. Let's see how this unfolded.
It's Charleston White.
Y'all don't know this man? He's breathing.
You gotta know him. Y'all look, yeah, you gotta
He's viral. This is YouTube. He's famous.
No? I don't understand.
Fort Worth.
Right here. Yeah, he.
Do me a favor, John. Thanks. Appreciate you.
Damn. I wish I could say it.
Is it locked?
Officers kept a close eye on Mr. White to ensure he remained breathing so they wouldn't have to break the window. They were curious as to why he wouldn't wake up after several bangs on the car door.
Yeah, probably gonna need a patrol unit, I'm guessing.
We need to get some units here.
Yeah.
One in the front, one in the back.
My body worn is not. It's not working. Are you guys working?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not on. Is he? Is it unlocked?
No, it's locked.
All right. Let's get a vehicle and let's do the old pendant things.
Did you call the license plate out?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Where? Nothing. I mean, I can see with the eyes. I mean, the eyes are comatose.
Yeah.
But he's asleep. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, he's breathing, so.
Yeah. Is he asleep?
I guess so.
Can you put your car in park? There you go. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. All right. All right.
He's drunk as hell. Look at him.
How are you? Yeah, man. I'm concerned about you. Can you get that driver step out of the car real quick? You're okay. We just want to check you and make sure you're okay. That's all. Yeah, Mr. White, Mr. White is I'll tell you what, come here, let's just sit here, let's just sit on the curb right here.
Right here. Have a seat.
You want him over there or you want him here? All right, thank you, Mr. White. There you go. All right.
There you go. Hey. You Mr. White?
You too old, they too young. We need somebody to...
All right, so let's gather ourselves to see where we are, right? So, Mr. Stand-up guy in these streets with no 304s on this side. Where's wife at? He had floundering like a fish. He done left somewhere. Stop light, stop sign, what have you. Pass out. Now, we've all been inebriated, leaving somewhere fun before. I ain't holding him on that. We may have been to the point where we wanted to fall asleep. We may have fallen asleep. But, you know, it's one thing to fall asleep. It's one thing to sit there until you get caught. It's just one thing to kind of just look all kind of stupid. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be out here bald and all this, man. All this good clout, all this good famous publicity, man. Ain't nobody looking for you. Your phone ain't been ringing all night to wake you up. Where your wife at? Like I will repeat that again. Charleston White, I hear fish. But that's where we are right now. Charleston White, drunk in the middle of the street for hours on end at what looks to be about, you know, this ain't 6 in the morning type action. It looked to be about 10 a.m. You dig what I'm saying? He drunk as a damn bike. So that's where we are. I just want to make sure everybody was understanding where we are. Let's get back to this video.
Yeah, that's the way it goes.
Are you okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is this real tired?
Blood pressure?
Yeah, you mind if I check it? Just have a seat. Just stay right there, all right?
There you go. It's not that. Of course, it couldn't be at the worst time in the game.
And if I poke your finger, take your finger over it? Yeah. I don't have any money, man.
All right.
Is that okay? Alright.
We didn't realize the game were like both years. Oh, yeah. Like, we thought it was back in the wrong podcast. We didn't know. Yeah.
How long y'all got?
You have your ID on you, Mr. White?
No, ma'am.
Can I borrow your fingers? Is it in the car? Is it in the car? It said it's in the car.
Now you don't want to talk.
What kind of new shit is that? Yeah, what kind of new shit is that?
What do you want to ask questions?
Yeah, that's some new shit.
Yeah?
Yeah. Modern world now. Modern you world.
Is it a wallet?
He's got it.
ID?
I found it.
Right there.
Okay, you got it.
I'll give you a...
Fucking nigga.
No.
I would like it to leave with you.
Oh, yeah.
Say they fucking with me, man.
You better mention me in one of the interviews, nigga. Real, nigga.
I got you, my nigga.
Your dreadhead nigga, Arkansas, man. They call me Tay Diggs, man. I recognize that shit from home,
K Diggs, everybody.
Fayetteville or El Dorado? Flyville.
Neither one. Charles want to act like he knows something about everything.
Mr. White.
Okay, listen.
Mr. White.
I'm gonna maintain my phone.
White. Okay, we'll put it in your pocket.
I have a legal right to.
Okay, put it in your pocket. You can have it. Put it in your pocket. Don't use it. Don't use it. Don't text. And no Facebook.
If they call me, I'm gonna answer the phone.
No.
This is not Facebook.
No Facebook.
No Facebook.
Text. That's text. No text.
All right, so Mr. White apparently doesn't have an understanding of how this law enforcement thing works, or he thinks he has, like some type of legal authority because he's friends with the police. But Mr. Charleston White said he has a lawful order that says he can keep his phone on his person, and I don't even know that you can keep it in your pocket. If you're being arrested, bro, the phone, it's over for the phone. You welcome to record, but if your arms and wrists is finna go into the restraints, you understand. Recording time is over with. Charles said he got a law that say he can keep his phone, and if they call him, he gonna answer the phone. They're gonna get him put in that cross-faced chick. Let me know if you from the streets and really been in some motion. If you know what the cross-faced chicken wing is, then you been out here. You've been having motion in these streets. But that's what he gonna get done to him. You know what I'm saying? Curtis Snow. If you don't do it, it's gonna get done to you. You understand what I'm saying? Snow on the bluff. Let go.
No, if they call,
No call.
No. You gotta take it from me.
No, well, I'm not gonna take stuff away from you.
Well, I know you're not.
So I'm asking you nicely.
Yeah.
I'm asking you nicely. Put it in your pocket.
Watch what they're finna do in a minute. Watch this.
Put it in your pocket.
I know, but it's a good one for you.
Okay, recording.
Semi-standard passed out behind the wheel, slipped in the turn lane, not going anywhere. But I think we might have the first one here. Hold on. Where's this 3400 ID guy? Don't worry about it.
We brought the nicest guy we have.
What happened?
Oh, I shouldn't have told him that. Watch this. Watch how this play out.
He was in the driver's seat, not awake anymore. Foot on the brake, gear shifts in gear.
Everybody does. We hate it too.
Obviously, like all the doors locked and stuff. I guess they thought come over, get in front of him, and when the patrol unit kind of woke up.
I know that.
Guys put the car in the power turn off.
No, I know that for a fact.
Was the car in the drive? Yeah.
10 years.
And he was passed out with you, like leaning back and forth.
No,
Yeah, he was
I've been here like a
well, he
year
was just
long.
sitting in the seat, I guess, but his eyes were closed.
All y'all know.
Like one was closed all the way, the other was a little bit open. But we could tell he was breathing inside.
He knew.
What did he say? Anything?
How long you worked in jail?
Medical problem?
EMS just came out here and checked him out. He said blood sugar's all right. And stuff like this. He didn't need to go to the hospital for anything.
They say he's been drinking.
He said he smoked some marijuana yesterday. I asked him where that stays.
Here, Bethlehem and Arlington. Where's the veteran?
I don't know about that. I don't remember.
You been the veteran? Is that how you remember me? Yeah.
How you know I know coffee?
Huh? Well, because I got my name on my uniform.
No. You got the it factor. You know that.
All right.
From Bedford to
And here we go.
Hey, Charleston.
All right. So in the midst of this little conversation he's having here, Charleston White be developing an affection, you know what I'm saying? An affinity for Officer David right here. We're going to call him King David from here on out through the episode. So Charleston White says, apparently he looks at the man's name tag, right? That clearly displays his last name. So he asked the officer, how do you think I know your name? Officer says, probably because it says it right here on my shirt. Charleston White said, no, buddy. A little bird had came and told me your name. And you know why that little bird did that? Because you, sir, you have the it factor. Now, I don't know. Listen, there are some people that live with a certain lifestyle out here where, you know, it's perfectly normal and perfectly fine for a guy to call up and tell another guy he has the it factor. But in the world that I exist in, that I know of, I don't know of a situation. We might be talking football, maybe like, yeah, you know, bro made a good play. He seems to make good plays when you need him. He's got the it factor. But you would be saying that like third personish, right? Just out into the ether. This guy with ear wouldn't be within earshot of you, right? Like you wouldn't say to a guy, hey guy, you got the it factor. It just seems cringe. I don't know of a situation ever. But Charleston White says, Mr. King David, officer man, you got the it factor. This is just the beginning of questionable remarks coming from Mr. Charleston White Williams, aka. Let's go.
Would you go ahead and listen to this officer right here? He's got a couple things he got to say to you.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, what happened today?
I want to plead the fifth.
He did say he was coming from Fort Worth. He lives in Arlington sometimes. But he was coming here for the after game. He's a big YouTuber apparently. And they did. There was an odor in the car. They've already looked through the car.
Whoa, don't grab on me. You trying to get up?
He would not take it.
Hold on.
Why are you trying to grab on me for?
I want to touch that belly.
That's fine.
Oh, that's not nice. Come on now.
I'm not putting him down.
That's not nice.
This is all I'm saying.
Tell me what happened.
Hold the phone. Hold the phone. What are we doing? What are we doing? Charleston finna get himself put in the crawfish chicken wing because now he want to touch the man's belly. What? Again, let's go back to my former analogy. From where I stand, I don't know of a relevant reason wherein I find it okay to touch a man's belly, random man's belly. Maybe I'm giving somebody an insulin shot. This random person, but this is just a random cop. You're just gonna reach out and touch his belly. That Charleston White wig, man. You finna get that crossface put on, and I'm here for it. I'm advocating for the crossface chicken wing maneuver to be administered promptly. You understand?
Today.
He just walked up. He's being nice.
I'm not being disrespectful.
But that's not nice.
If you hear me out, I'm not being disrespectful. I have a right to not speak to him.
Okay, but you don't need to be touching him.
Yeah, I didn't touch him. He prevented me from touching him.
Yeah, but
now I tried to touch his belly. He said, "Hold."
Yeah, that's you don't know him well enough to be touching him.
Hear me out. I know all of you guys well enough to touch his belly. You guys know I don't pose no threat.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want you touching my belly. I don't know you that well.
You're a woman, so I understand that. Big fat guy like this here, he been like this since high school. He don't mind that. So all I'm saying is, take me to jail and let me poke up.
Are you intoxicated? You been drinking? We'll do this. Let's stand up. Let's do some tests, okay? Are you doing a test?
Take me to jail.
Okay, you're under arrest. I will do all the stuff that I found. We had a lot of THC weapons. So I did a main report for all the items that I see.
Just for the record, all of those meet federal requirements under THC levels.
Tolerate up to 15 minutes.
I don't know if that one's going to be on the THC levels, but so
4 ounces. It's not 4 ounces. Yes.
Phone zip.
4 ounces. Yeah.
Charleston around with that pack.
I have all his other stuff that I see that's on my vehicle.
So hand these over.
That's fine.
You got all those stuff. Right.
Just like
He'll probably
note where you
put
found
everything else in.
that. But you found that on his person.
It was in the left front pocket.
Left front pocket. Lay it all on the scene.
Alrighty, you're under arrest for DWI. I'm going to walk you to the back of the car and possession of marijuana. Let's walk back here. What I'm in arrest for? Driving while intoxicated and possession of marijuana.
Man, if Charleston White asked this cop what he under arrest for one more time, dog, I again am going to advocate for the cross-face chicken wing maneuver. Nigga, let's recap. Charleston White, you were apprehended in the middle of the road, drunk as a bicycle while driving a car. Well, paused inside of a car. You weren't driving, you were moving. You were so drunk that you were passed out in the middle of the street. Now, let's not forget that drunk drivers cause complete mayhem in America every day. You understand what I'm saying? So he could have easily cleaned out a couple of people on his way to where he was going, right? So, sir, that's what you under arrest for. Not this meeting the standards of TH, whatever. Nigga, you were you not just drunk in the middle of the street? Don't ask me that question again, bro. If I'm King David, that's what I'm saying.
Watch your head getting in. What's that, sir?
Now, real quick, I'm sorry, I got to pause it again. Now, this car ride, it's highly likely that I may have to load this into my editing software and add some subtitles, because this car ride, look at the look on his face. Look at Charleston right here. He looked like he wanted to do something nefarious to his officer or something nasty. What's what he want to do? So, yeah, I may have to go back and add the subtitles, man, because it's a lot of background road noise while they ride. But Charleston White says some amazing things on this ride, bro. Like, I just want to pay y'all for that. I'm gonna try to stop and point them out when I can make them out. But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
I'm very professional.
Oh man, I know that. I saw that from the get-go.
Thank you.
Yeah. I saw that.
I'll take care of you.
The biggest problem with us, most folks fuck up. And they blame you guys. You're just doing your job.
That's it.
Here we go.
Pretty straightforward.
Huh?
Pretty straightforward.
Yep. On a bunch of stuff, I'll let him book it all in.
You want to pull? I don't know. You want to pull around in front of me?
Nah, you just watch him for a second.
Okay, I can do that.
Let me ask him.
I think he's been pretty much just been marijuana. You good?
Yeah. What all did he have in possession?
So he had THC, like oil, the wax. Yeah, wax. He has his own brand, THC wax.
Very impressive.
And then he also had a handgun, which was in a backpack.
Where was the handgun?
It was in a backpack with all the THC.
Are you able to book all that in? Is that cool?
I'm gonna book all that in.
Oh,
what about the weed? Did she hand you the weed he had in his pocket?
now I don't know how much you are into the streets, but when you have drugs with the gun in there with the drugs, you're a dope boy. You didn't have your gun for protection of your person because it ain't under your seat in between the console. You got the gun inside the bag with the wrapped up drugs. Oh, you was a pusher. You a pusher, man.
Another bag.
I'll put all that in the report then, and I'm gonna go get a blood draw.
Okay. I'll help him him with this whole half, so we'll just cut this side of the investigation.
Anything else that you saw talking to him?
No. I mean, obviously the slurred speech. Definitely smell the marijuana. I didn't smell any alcohol, but I wasn't close enough in actually talking to him. So I did all the investigation with searching the vehicle. When he did get out, he did stumble a little bit, and then one officer, I think it was the lieutenant, actually caught him. So I don't know what the lieutenant's name was, but you might want to. Yeah, I want to put him in the report because they're the ones that found him.
Okay, somebody else found him. What lieutenant?
We got called out here for him.
But you were the one that was out here, right?
Well, I came out here. I think Belder beat us out here on and stuff like that. But Daisy and I rolled up about the same time.
So you saw
he's obviously he wasn't responsible inside the car.
Did y'all like hit the window?
We didn't knock on the window or anything like that because we didn't want to drive him off or anything before the car got here.
As soon as my bumper hit his vehicle, I guess the small nudge kind of like woke him up. And then that's when I observed he actually woke up. Officers were giving him commands. And he kind of seemed a little like he didn't know what was going on. And he said a couple things, but it didn't really make a whole lot of sense.
Kind of slow responses.
Very slow response, yeah.
I'll take care of him here. Did you, the wax or the THC, can you let me know how much that weighs when you get a chance?
It's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot. It might take a little while.
Okay, let me know.
Yep.
All right.
Should be his name, date of birth.
Trying to ride around with pounds that day, man.
Yeah, I gotta make sure I got your phone number. That is deal?
Yeah. So, in the...
What's your phone? I don't have to say it on the camera. Might be in there, I don't know. Just call us. Yeah, I'll text you a picture of it here in just a little bit.
Yeah, you put it in the I'll call him.
Okay.
Tell him what we did.
Alright, thanks man. How was it originally called in? Was it somebody?
We couldn't. It was hard to hear because we were in the plaza. They said a vehicle, possibly somebody passed out, so we didn't know who it was or anything else. So we got here and that's what we found.
Okay. So it was just reported over the radio, somebody was saying it?
Yeah, because they had commands when they called us for it.
Oh, okay. Alright. Maybe saw in the video or something. That's it.
That's it?
Yep, we'll see y'all later.
She don't want to hear it. Oh, you don't want to hear it?
No, I can still hear you.
Man, open this door so I can hear me, man. I feel much better if you open this door.
I can't open.
For the cushion.
What do you want to say?
But if you can open this window so I can convey to you what I was trying to convey to her.
What do you mean to tell her? I'll tell her.
The weed game is in full effect. He panicking. He want to talk. He want a friend in Jesus. Man, just take your drunk rag. Go on and go to sleep, Charleston. You see, this officer does not have the level of camaraderie with Mr. Charleston White that he does with this officer. Bro just want to close the window, take the ride on to the precinct, drop shot off, and then we back on the street. Now, listen, let me just put a disclaimer out there. These are few and far between instances when you will hear me be on the side of law enforcement. I'm never that guy. But when it comes to a law enforcement interaction in Charleston White, I am on the side of law enforcement. I ain't gonna hold you. You did.
I can't let you open the window. I know you're not.
You ain't no special, Chris.
I believe that. Oh, that don't bother me. I've been a police officer for a long time, man. Well, right now, about 15 years. And if you want to know, I've always been pretty skinny.
Say it again.
I've always been a really skinny guy, actually.
He felt the way about that stomach comment. He ain't like that.
Talking to you.
I'm not gonna spit on you.
I don't think you will.
I'm a nigga that's going to jail. That's a
You better not spit on that man, Charles.
You'll be all right. You'll bond out in a little bit.
But what I want to know is, can you hear me or can I hear you?
I can hear everything you're saying.
Because in the process of us going to jail, we're going to develop a bond against that.
That's fine
with me. Did y'all hear Charleston, bro? Charleston said, over the course of you taking me to jail, we're going to develop a bond with each other. Now, get in the comments and let me know. Tell me the percentage that you think. What percentage do you have that that's going to happen? What are your thoughts on how into that thought Officer King David is? Charleston White said we're going to create a bond. He really think like he's endeared himself to law enforcement, bro. Like he really think, and he in his hometown, so I guess he really think he good money with the like. This is some of the chuddery, man. Charleston White, man. The next person I hear say, man, Charleston White, that guy, man, we might fight.
There's 2221 for Public Plaza, 222, 272.
Where are you from? Are you from Arlington?
Copy emergency domestic disturbance, 230, 2221 for Public Plaza. Assault is declared at this location.
Wow.
To the car, trying to run over the barrier.
Me? I'm from here. I'm from here. I'm from Fort Worth.
There's no difference between me and you. My mother taught me what life. Your mother and father taught you what life. You and I both know the difference between.
I'd like to point out some obvious differences, right? First of all, he's a white guy, you're a black guy. In this particular circumstance, he's the guy doing his job. You're a drunk guy that got caught in the middle of the street drunk as hell. Right now, you're a criminal, you know. Guy driving you, the policeman, he's not. In terms of how his parents raised him and how your parents raised you now, unless this guy has some background information on Charleston, he would know how you were raised. Unless Charleston's got some background information on his officer, he wouldn't know how he was raised. How does he not know that his parents didn't raise him to say, hey, man, everybody that don't look like you is the enemy? You know, how you know his parents didn't raise him to say, hey, you know, the earth is flat and it's a flying spaghetti monster in the sky. You know what I'm saying? He's just trying to create this bond that he speaks of. Getting cringy about a second, bro. Just go to sleep, man. They go like, just go. But this get worse. It gets worse. He's setting it up for just more cringery, man. So y'all just bear with me.
Because at the end of the day, when you drop me off, I'm still here. So, my job, my work is to not only remind you, the police officer, but remind my community that at the end of the day, man, we all here. So I can't hate you for putting these cuffs on.
Again, let's recap. I refuse to let you all leave from the mark. You have no grounds to be upset with it. You know, Charleston talks as if, you know, he was just like an innocent bystander walking down the street minding his own business. And Mr. King David officer pulled up on him and threw him in cuffs for no reason. And he's taking him to jail just because he's a black guy. Charles is like, I just want to let you know, man, I got the utmost respect for you in this situation, man. I can't be mad at you. Nigga, what grounds do you have to be mad, sir? You were drunk in the street in your car, could have killed some folks. It's illegal. Got drugs and guns in your car. On what grounds do you have to even have a thought to where you should feel aggrieved upon? What is he talking about? I know he's drunk. We gonna cut him the slack of being drunk, but he also is Charleston White Rat Williams. So there's that.
That's it.
That's all I've been trying to express.
That's all I do, man. It's my job every day.
I understand. What's right and what's wrong. And for the most part, when somebody takes a full lead to a code to protect, my heart go out to you, bro. So don't get this twisted. That's all I've been trying to say from the time I put the person. I don't blame you for what you got to do. So don't treat me as such.
I've been pretty polite with you. I'm not being mean with you.
You and your colleagues. Yeah, you and your colleagues.
Let me pause real quick to speak on this real quick. Because as I just got into my thoughts, I'm thinking like, it's a dangerous thing that Charleston is doing. You understand what I'm saying? And he's such a wishy-washy character, man. I don't take him seriously, but it's as if he's trying to absolve officers of all the, we just saw not too long ago, Miss Lady up in Chicago shot in the face and killed by the officer over a boiling pot of water that she didn't even have in her hand. It's countless situations to Tamir Rice's and George Floyd's, Eric Garner's. I could go down the list, man. Sandra Bland. And it's as if he's trying to absolve officers. For the most part, most of them wake up and put their uniform on one leg at a time, man. They come out here and treat every man as their equal. Let's say that's true. It's odd how we don't have those people on camera. It seems that every day there's some type of camera footage of a cop, being the complete opposite of that, man. There are families out there. There are people that experience this in real life. You understand what I'm saying? That know for sure, the systemic racism thing still exists. The police brutality, the over policing of certain communities. This shit exists. So for this thing to be sitting there like, man, all of y'all ain't bad, man. They just treat me with respect. They really didn't even. You almost got put in the crossface. Again, you were guilty of whatever you just got pulled over and going to jail for, bro. So this is not a time to commend the officers on how they handled you. You understand what I'm saying? This is not a time to try and tell officers to feel better for the bad apples that they have. Because you don't even know how bad of an apple this guy is. You're just such a meat rider that you're just trying to get in his good graces. Man, that is finest, bro. That is finest.
Driving while intoxicated.
He asked him again.
Possession of marijuana, unlawful carrying of a weapon, and possession of a controlled substance. Yeah. The THC that you have?
That ain't THC.
It's not?
Man, that meet all the felony requirements of everything that's THC.
Well, I don't determine all that type of stuff. I'm just telling you what the other officer said.
I just signed a contract with a cannabis company.
Oh, really?
And when I signed that contract with the attorney, and they told me that meets all federal requirements. It goes to the federal.
So Charleston just signed a contract with the cannabis company, wherein I guess it's his cannabis or he would get a lot of free cannabis. Would he be riding around with 4 ounces of cannabis from his company ordained cannabis company and with a gun as if he's protecting his store-bought and produced cannabis. Then he said, I signed the contract. He said, I signed the contract on good terms. And not that he read the terms of the agreement and it told him, you know, the levels of the THC in his product, the federal regulations regarding it, how much he can carry, this, that, and the third. He didn't read that in the contract. Nah, shit, no. The lawyers just told him, yeah, you good. You can just carry as much of this shit around you want to. Is right. It's under the limit. Man, take Charles. Well, they taking him in the jail, so it's good.
What they think
Well, I think the problem is if you smoke a bunch of it and drive, that's the problem.
Studio light. Now you don't smoke weed.
Is there?
Yes, sir, according to federal regulations. So, no, sir, I do not smoke marijuana. I smoke CBD.
He need rehab, pre-trial diversion or something.
What's your name, by the way?
David?
King, your King David.
What's your name? Charleston?
Whoa. Little does this officer know, he just committed the cardinal sin. You heard he asked Charleston what his name is. Now, granted, he heard his name back at the scene, but that's a further illustration of his stance on Charleston White, or lack thereof. You dig what I'm saying? But he just committed the cardinal sin. You don't know, but you're gonna know here in a couple of minutes.
I don't have a really good memory.
How long have you been on the court?
15 years.
Told you 15 years already.
No way. I know.
Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
So now, all right. So Charleston is attributing this officer's grace and professionalism, at least in his mind. He's attributing that to the fact that he thought the officer knew who he was. So he was treating him like, you know, I'm Charleston White. You dig what I'm saying? You can't just do me no any kind of way. Officer, nah, bro. Ain't no way in the year 2024, nigga, you don't know who I am, all the emotion I got. Nigga, I'm Rhett Williams. No, he said with all the technology we got these days, there's no way that you can convince me that you don't know who I am. Nigga. Wow.
Years being indulged in the criminal elements of society and being able to transform my life from making my rights to my wrongs, righting my wrongs. Now, man, Arlington Police Department. Man, that's what I have to do.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Throughout my years of being indulged in the criminal elements of society and being able to transform my life from making my rights to my wrongs, righting my wrongs. Now, man, Arlington Police Department is very aware of what's going on in their city. They're very in tune with their community problems. So it's hard for me to believe that you didn't know who I was. What makes me have
He's not that into you, Charles.
But I have a heart for what's right. I have a heart for law enforcement. Because when my house gets broke into, I can't call my homeboy. I can't call my niggas who I think is real. I'm gonna dial 911 when my mother's in danger. So just the fact that you treated me like I'm a human, I'm forever indebted to you.
Thank you.
Because many times, many black people walk away from these experiences, and we have all the reason, all the excuses to want to be hateful. And as a black man, I have to say, not one of you Arlington posts any signs of hatred, but you've been professional. From your colleagues, all up to the point of my ride to this police station. So I just want to make note of it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. I just want to make
Again, Charleston. I don't really know his angle right here, man. He said a lot of times black people leave the experience of cops with horror stories and bad things to say. Damn, from you being pulled over, why you would a black guy have a problem with his treatment at the hands of cops? A lot of times it's because of overzealous police. This is because of the punishment not matching the crime. If there was even a crime involved in the first place. Charleston said he is forever indebted to King David, the officer, for not roughing him up. Charleston talks as if he riding in the back of bruh car and bruh taking him home. Like, man, I'm gonna drop you off at the crib. It's all good. Don't even worry about it. Like, man, what? But he's about to let you know why he's being a supreme chud right now. Keep it listening. And he gonna let the cat out the bag, man. Again, y'all people's hero in the bill. So we having some little technical difficulties. I got one bar on my Wi-Fi right now, so that may be.
I don't know what the numbers are.
You mean to tell me you've been here 15 years and you ain't counting all that?
I don't see color that way.
Where you grew up in?
When I wake up every day, I don't think of people as white, black, Hispanic. I just think of everybody as people.
Where you grew up at?
Fort Worth. Huh?
I said good teaching. For you to articulate what you just articulated to me, meaning that your teachers taught you properly. Yeah, one of the biggest misconceptions in America, man, is the idea of hate.
Oh, yeah.
America was never founded on hate. So I take a lot of heat. I take a lot of flack for defending police officers because I've been able to befriend and make real honest relationships with local police officers, whether in Arlington, Dallas, and Fort Worth. And what I understood is, man, we're all human.
Of course.
And when mom and dad teach you what's right, that's what we always have to do.
Yep.
And that's what we judge, who's right and who's wrong.
Of course.
So my point of view is, I ain't never mad at a police officer for You don't get the whole court of the streets. That's what the court system is for.
Yes, sir. You're right about that. I'm just gonna observe and report everything I see. It's not personal.
Man, do your job.
You said it. Exactly.
What I say and what I feel, it don't matter. Because you pray to a God that made you a peacekeeper.
Well, you seem like a nice guy.
Yeah, I just talk a bunch of bullshit on there. That's all. I'm law abiding. And if I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong.
Well, I don't think anybody would be happy about being in the back of a police car, you know. So that's to be expected.
There's some people get happy.
I don't know why.
For whatever reason, it validates them in a community that embraces negativity.
I'm talking about this nigga here hate black people, bro. Charleston White said it's some black people that get. He didn't say black people, but he obviously he loves, you know, he hates black people. So Charleston implies that he says out of his, there's some black people that get happy when they get in the back of the police car. I don't even know that that's true for the most staunch criminal. You know what I'm saying? People that do stuff that know that you obviously gonna get caught out. I don't know that they're happy when they get arrested, bro, in the back of the car. So,
well, I don't wake up every day thinking I'm just gonna really get somebody. No.
You really do.
Because he got the it factor.
I don't even. They called me to come evaluate you, and you didn't let me evaluate you.
Based on the things that I know, my ideology, my belief system, my experience in life, there's not a lot of trust that I have. Some unusual circumstances. When I bond out, you won't think nothing about me. When I wake up in the morning, I won't think nothing about you.
Well, I could say a prayer for you.
All I know is no. And for that, I will forever speak your name in adoration.
Well, I appreciate that.
Your colleagues and everybody else that's associated with this area. It's easy to take this and say, man, fuck the police. Fuck the police.
That's it, man. We don't care about.
Who's ever wrong is wrong. Who's ever right is right. And so I'm talk that shit to you guys, and I go back to the ghetto and talk that same shit to you different. So if you can get me booked in as fast as you can book.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Me and you both will be happy.
Have you ever had a DWI before?
Never in my life.
Okay. So that's a misdemeanor.
I'm not under the influence now.
Well, I know that's not true, but.
Man, that's true in the motherfucker. Y'all dealing with a character.
And I promise I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just.
I'm just.
I know you've been drinking alcohol.
You're dealing with a character. You're not dealing with a man.
I'm a.
What I typically like to do is put the character out there before the police department because I don't have a lot of company. So I play this character role.
Yeah, so you heard that, right? That was the rub. You're dealing with the character. I don't know if the character is Charleston White or Rat Williams, but he is a character for all intents and purposes. When you see Charleston White on the camera, everything he does and says is for clicks and clout. He's not trying to uplift the community. You see, he would throw you completely under the bus. So at the same time, when he's sitting there talking about how the mothers should raise their sons and what the rap game is doing to destroy the youth, and nigga, That's for the clicks and likes of the other people. You're the same person that, and he'll tell you that, yeah, that person that does that, I'm gonna be the first person to call the police on. You dig what I'm saying? Now, I guess, you know, you see something, you do something, you say something is a relevant thought. But you know, Charleston is the type that tries to goad people into doing. Like, he'll say the most heinous things about you and try to derail your career. He'll jump on camera and say, crash out on me. Please come get me. So are you trying to, you know, uplift the community to where they don't repeat some of the dangerous actions? Or are you fine with stoking discontent to the point to where you can rise and trick somebody off the street and gain some clout by it? I don't see how the two thoughts exist in the same realm. You understand what I'm saying? But again, he just said that's the rub, man. It's a character. Charleston White is a character. And you know, people like that will feel like, but the internet has a funny way of giving everybody their 15 minutes of fame these days. So, you know, that was an interesting moment right there. We're about to wrap it up now.
Do you have any like convictions for crimes or anything? Okay. No felonies, nothing? I don't know. I'm just asking you. I'll try to take your word for it. You wanted to what?
Take you along, big fella. You got a big belly. I know you like the motherfucking me.
Come on, man.
What's them Nipsey Hussle burgers? Them fat burgers.
You don't have to make fun of me, man. Come on.
Man, I'm not making fun of you, guys.
My mom died. I got a little depressed. Ate a lot.
Oh, for real? Mm. My best friend mom died. I only do the same thing. So no,
I've never been fat, but.
Oh, no, I ain't bullshitting with you. Now listen. Every officer who have ever taken me to jail, he became friends.
What?
We became friends because what happens is I invite you guys to come out speaking to the high school with me. Would you be willing to do that?
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking. Yeah. It's not to make fun of you. Nigga, you a cop.
You're not bothering me. I'm not mad. Do I look like I'm mad?
No, but I want you to know, Will, I'm not making fun of you.
Well, some people take it that way, so you should be careful saying it like that. Put your hand on your chest.
This is what I'm saying to you, bro. Look me in my eye.
Wow.
Look me in my eye. I'm telling you, I'm not making fun of you. I'm speaking as a black man. And as a black man in America. Hear me out. Hear me out. As a black man in America, I'm inviting you to come speak to our kids with that big belly. I'm a cross-eyed, one-eyed guy that can't live for 100.
This nigga Charleston said, the black man in America, I'm inviting you to come speak to our youth with that big ass belly, with the one-eyed, cross-eyed guy that can't lift 125 pounds. That does not sound like an event that I would send my child to. I ain't gonna hold you about that.
25 pounds.
I just have a seat now. I gotta have you sit there for a few minutes because I gotta finish this up.
Between me and you.
Sit there.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Cool. I'm listening to you.
Between me and you. Do you know what we can do with this arrest? Not the adults, not your supervisor. Do you know how many kids, how many barriers we can break based on the fact that you treated me like a human?
I'll work with you.
So hear me out. I'm speaking at a high school. I want to invite you to come out with me.
Okay.
And I want to talk about this experience.
Yeah, hit it.
Right, and wrong is wrong. That's how we change the narrative.
Yeah.
So,
what?
Officer, what you've done with me, you perceive me as being mean. And I'm saying, no, bro, I'm not being mean. This is our culture. But if me and you can get past this, do you know what barriers we can break?
Yeah, we can.
So that's all I'm saying. I'll be out by tomorrow.
All right, well, just sit in for a minute. I'm still talking to you.
So that's all I'm saying.
I gotta finish your paper.
Don't take that big old man. Let the window down.
I'll roll it down. I'll roll it down. Oh, watch your leg.
Oh my God. Man, listen. All right, so again, stark example of who you are as people champion. The slim few of you, that's your people champion. Charleston White, groveling at the feet of Officer Potbelly. He wanted to keep insulting the man's belly, but then invite him out. I think he wanted to kiss him at the end. He was trying to look at me in my face, sir. I want to turn around so I can see your face. Smell some of this liquor breath. Get that closer to me. Come out here and talk to our youth. You know what kind of barriers we can break? If you and me walk on stage and you tell people that, yeah, Charleston was drunk as hell in the middle of the road one night. We pulled up on him. We put him in cuffs and took him to jail. Charleston thinks that story is some kind of way going to bridge the divide between law enforcement and black people, because he didn't rough me up even though I was drunk. He just took me to jail regular like. What? I don't even understand the point. But when you're drunk and when you're Charleston White, these are the type of things you do. You know, this is the way you talk. This is how you live your life. You're a grifter. You know, he's been on countless different weird shows. He goes whichever way the wind blows. You understand what I'm saying? But I just thought that was a wild video, man. And I had to offer my reaction to it. Like I said, I got a video coming up about him and Woody. And just showcase some more of the tomfoolery that Charleston White engages in, man. So, you know, to each his own, but people out here being gullible and letting a wrong clock twice a day right type of situation deal make some influence on. You know, like I said, Nip Seltzer said it perfect. Circle got smaller, everybody can't go, man. There's gonna be a lot of people that drown along with people like Charleston White. You know what I'm saying? It's not a sustainable business model. You dig what I'm saying? But that's been my little update, man, my little run through on that situation. And I'll get with y'all soon, man. And until that time, this has been That Way with Jack Travis. I'll get to y'all soon. Blah.